What's up, guys? Welcome back to Stretford Saffas. We have Stretford Singer here for a big debate. It's a topic that United fans have been going on about for the last few weeks. What is Manchester United's best formation? Our players are crap. We've got an inexperienced manager at the top level. We don't really know what's going on, so we just thought, listen, let's throw out a few opinions, see what you guys have to say. Singer, we saw against Liverpool for the first time, Ollie changed the formation, playing a 3-5-2. It worked. He looked like he got the better of Klopp tactically. We used it again last night against Partizan Belgrade. Also, a good result was we didn't want not the best performance, but I just want to hear from you. The 4-2-3-1 has been the formation we've been using all season. We've now changed to a 3-5-2. Just discuss a bit of the pros and cons of both formations, which ones you like. Go ahead.
So we'll start with the 4-2-3-1. I think going forward, it will be our formation long term. But right now, we don't have the players for it. We're playing with auxiliary wingers. There's absolutely no width. We don't have technically gifted midfielders who can get on the ball and control the tempo of the game. We don't have a good enough number 10. If you play a 4-2-3-1, there's so much onus on your number 10 to get at least 10 goals and close to 20 assists. And then God matter, they're not going to do that. So, what I think it's more long term. I think we can't persist with the 3-5-2 for the next 10 years. But I think at the moment it's the best formation we have right now because we're offering width from our fullback, and we actually have numbers in the fullback. So if Wan-Bissaka can't play, we've got Dallo who would be excellent in the right wing back position because he's very good going forward and he's got good delivery. There's Shaw, there's Williams, there's Young, and also you can afford to get away with two midfielders who are better at grafting than actually controlling the game because the centre backs can come forward as an extra midfielder and be on the ball, and they can control the pace of it. Like Maguire's in the middle, he can sort of be a centre defensive mid in the attack and control the pace of the game.
Yeah, 100%. I think. Listen, we may have stumbled across the 3-5-2. Maybe you're like, listen, let's just be a bit more defensively solid against Liverpool. But I think everything you said, for me, the key thing I'm gonna take from the 4-2-3-1 is you need a number 10 who's a creative midfielder. You need a James Maddison, a Kevin De Bruyne, David Silva, Christian Eriksen, somebody who can get on the ball and pick a pass. And we don't have that player. So persisting with that formation is not the answer right now. When we sign a James Maddison or whatever, sure, I agree that's the formation that's best for us. But for now, I think getting two up top, because we don't have any number 9 who's a natural centre forward, getting two up top is a great weapon. And like you said, it covers up our deficiencies in midfield because if you can play a midfield 2 of McTominay and Fred or McTominay and Pogba, whatever the case may be, and a guy just a bit ahead, it allows you to put two grafters in there. And then a number 10, you can basically play pretty free without the responsibility of having to create for one forward. And like you said, you have two centre-backs on the side, the left and right centre-backs, who can carry the ball out from the back, which means the onus isn't on the midfielders to always get us out of trouble. I think that's a big, big factor. We're fortunate enough to have midfielders who are good on the ball, like Maguire, like Lindelof, like Axel when he's back. The only weakness for me is that our wing backs, you look at Chelsea when they won it under Conte, they had Alonso and Moses as wing backs. Brilliant going forward, couldn't defend, but they got away with it. For us, we've got the other way around. We've got Wan-Bissaka, who's brilliant defensively, not great in the final third. And you've got Luke Shaw, who's good defensively, also not great in the final third. But on the other side, it kind of covers up for the likes of Ashley Young, maybe an inexperienced Brandon Williams, Dalot, because they are good going forward. So I think it maybe allows us to be a bit more flexible in our selection, take a bit of pressure off Ollie. So I think it's definitely a formation worth pursuing at the moment. I think we've got two positive results from it, so I won't be surprised to see us use it again against Norwich. We have a surplus of centre-backs when everyone's fit and not enough midfielders, so it kind of balances each other off. I know also you've said in the past that you don't think Rashford's a centre-forward. Maybe Marshall isn't also an out-and-out number 9, so the two forwards for you is also a very big thing.
Yeah, I think playing Rashford needs to be playing on the left wing if we're playing 4-2-3-1, or ideally he needs to be playing in a 2 up top because it gives him freedom to sort of run the channels as opposed to occupy the centre back and just pick up spaces on the left wings and the right wings and start running at it. He was insane against Liverpool. He had very few touches. Every time he did have a touch, he beat a man. He caused absolute havoc because when you play in a 2, both centre backs are occupied. They don't know whether to stick or stay. And yeah,
exactly.
I think if Rashford played alongside a partner, plus had the defensive protection of not having to defend in terms of because if he played 4-2-3-1, he'd have to defend half the game.
Yeah.
I think his numbers would be better, and I think whoever plays alongside with him would also get better numbers. Because James, he can play striker, but he's not a lone striker. He'd also be great. And same with Martial, like he's so much better playing with close to someone. So I think it just suits our squad as a whole until we get like, if you ever have to get like a Harry Kane or like a Lewandowski type striker who can occupy two centre backs by themselves.
I agree. I think
player formation with two up top.
I think also the nice thing about it is what you saw. I mean, today modern day fullbacks, players in a back four, they are almost teams' biggest threats. You look at Liverpool, the way they attack with Robertson and Alexander-Arnold, and those two, okay, Robertson ended up getting the assist for the goal. It was like the one time they got into a good position. But when you play wing backs, they can confront the wingers, the fullbacks. And also what that does is when fullbacks bomb on, it leaves two forwards up front against two centre backs, which is a huge weapon for us because Ollie wants to be quick on the counter. And if you are going to be quick on the counter, in a 4-2-3-1, if your two wingers are tracking back, you can't counter quickly because you only have one centre forward. But if you play three at the back and you counter quickly, you've got two centre forwards, you've got number 10 sitting just behind. So you're able to break with more pace. It gives us natural width, even if it's not the most quality Wan-Bissaka and Shaw, Young. It's natural width. And at the end of the day, natural width makes the pitch spread out. It gives space to the likes of Pogba or Pereira in midfield. Because at the moment, it's all we play within the width of the 18-yard box. And that's our biggest issue. So, listen, I think we've raised some really good points. I think it's definitely a discussion for Ollie to have with the coaching staff, to have with the players. I would like to see us, listen, if we have one or two bad results, that's fine. Our team's never going to be consistent no matter what formation we play. We don't have the players, we don't have the manager at the moment. So for me, I like the fact that we are changing and he's not so set in his ways. So, just final thing, would you like to see us persist with this 3-5-2 for the next few weeks at least?
Definitely would, because one big factor I forgot to mention is that we're playing our number 10. You'll be forced to play our number 10 at the number 10 role. Like Pereira was insane against Liverpool, and I think he'd only get better playing in the number 10 role going forward, especially against weak opposition. He was wrecking guys like Fabinho, who's the arguably best number 6 in the Premier League. So like you go play against other teams. Even against Norwich, there's not as much space, but like you should really, put him a number 10. You'll create. I think. So and also even if you have to play Lingard, at least Lingard's then playing in his favourite position and not just out to the right.
So exactly, I just think he's playing in space. They've got ways to work. Listen, that's all we have time for. I think it's a very interesting debate. Hopefully, Ollie sticks with it. We will be bringing you the Norwich preview sometime later today or probably tomorrow. We got a good win against Partizan Belgrade, a good result against Liverpool. So hopefully 3 good results on the bounce. Finally got an away win since PSG last season. But Singer, thanks for joining. Thanks for the insights and quality stuff. Guys, comment below. What do you think? Should United stick to 4-2-3-1? Should we go 3-5-2 now, what we've been doing? Share your thoughts. We'd like to hear from you. And subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you soon. Come on, you Reds.
And shout out to Brandon Williams. What a player.
Shout out to Brandon